Hello and welcome back to Trading with CJ. Now, I recently made a video on how you can start investing with £100, and the reason for that was for anybody who wants to start investing, to show them that you don't need thousands and thousands of pounds. You can literally start with £100 and still make money, and of course build on that over time. You can check that video out in the link in the description below. Now, in that video I covered two different strategies. I covered a safer option and a riskier option, and I ended up investing into one at the end. Now, spoiler alert, I invested into the riskier strategy. So why am I mentioning this? Well, since then I've decided to take this to the next level and create a £1,000 high risk portfolio. Now, this portfolio is going to be completely separate from my actual portfolios, so don't get me wrong, I do actually hold some of these higher risk stocks in my portfolios. However, I also hold a lot of growth stocks with the likes of Microsoft, Visa, etc. But this one we're looking at here specifically high risk stocks. So in this particular portfolio, I'm specifically looking at companies that have been hit hard due to the global pandemic. Companies that have dropped 20-25% or more and are still at a massive discount and have huge potential growth in their current share price. Now, I've literally only just started this portfolio and I've currently invested about half of the amount. So I'm still looking to build on it and maybe add a couple more positions, or maybe build on some of the positions I currently have. If you have any suggestions of some stocks I could look into, leave them in the comments below. It'd be very interesting to see what you suggest, and I'll definitely look into it. Like I say, I'm specifically looking here at companies that have suffered at the moment and you could class as higher risk companies. So before we get into it, I just want to say that I'm not a financial advisor and this video is made purely for entertainment purposes. If you are planning on investing into the stock market, you should always do your own research first. Also, if you are watching this video, please hit the like and subscribe to my channel. It is greatly appreciated and it helps me out. So let's get into it. So this is the £1,000 high risk portfolio. As you can see at the moment, I've got £535 in free funds, so ready to be deployed. As I said at the start, I did have a £100 portfolio, which is the same as this. I've just added it, I've just merged it together. So I won't be touching the stocks that I purchased in the £100 portfolio, just to keep it separate so I can monitor the performance on those separately. So let's get into it. Those stocks I purchased in the £100 was Barclays and BP, hence they're both up in the green at the moment. And the other one was EasyJet. So those three companies I won't be adding any more shares to. I'm going to keep them as they are. Companies I've added into this portfolio at the moment is Carnival. Now I've actually got, this is the US Carnival on the US stock market, and then I've got the London stock market one as well. Originally I purchased the London one, but I wanted to change it to the US, so I've got a bit of both there. At the moment, down a bit on those. I literally just purchased all of these, so most of these stocks have gone down at the moment, but obviously I'm looking for a growth in the future. Got Delta Airlines, just 2 shares of Delta Airlines. At the moment it's on £47-48 almost. Hollywood Bowl, we've got 1 share of Hollywood Bowl at the moment. IAG, which is basically British Airways, pretty much. They own a lot more companies than just British Airways, but that's their main, there you go, that's their companies, a list of companies that they hold, but that's their main one that we know IAG for. Just 3 shares in IAG on this at the moment. Park Hotels and Resorts, this is a US hotels and resorts company, basically real estate, managing hotels and resorts, and as we can see these have all dropped. So just to give you an idea, Park Hotels is down 56% at the moment. I'll just cover Carnival here, 64% down. I'll go into a bit more detail of why I've purchased these in a future video, but this is just so you get an idea of what I'm currently looking at here. We've got 1 share of Shell, Royal Dutch Shell, which is the UK energy company. 8 shares of TUI, which is a holiday company, basically, airlines, cruise ships, package holidays, etc. Down 39%. And Whitbread, which is known for premiering and like Brewers Fayre, a couple of restaurant chains and some hotels in the UK. So that's my companies at the moment. That's a very brief overview there. I will go into more details on these on future videos of why I've purchased these. So at the moment there is 12 investments, but obviously 2 of those are Carnival. So I've got 11 I'm looking to build on some of these positions. Obviously, at the moment, I've only got one share in Hollywood and one share in Shell. So very limited positions at the moment, but I've only invested half the money. So I will be building on some of these, plus adding a couple more companies to this. Like I said, leave some suggestions below. Now, just want to point out as well, these companies I'm investing in, they're not just random companies. I do actually like all of these companies on this list, and I do see massive potential in these. And like I said at the start, I do own some of these companies in my personal portfolio as well. These are companies that I've done research into and I think will be fine in the long term, and I can see a nice return on the share price. I appreciate a lot of these are risky, and that is the idea of this portfolio. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on any of these companies. Are any of these ones that you're currently investing into? Obviously, they're all in the red at the moment because the market's pretty much been going down, and I have only just bought these. So I bought them at quite a higher price because if I bought these like a couple months ago, then I would have got a really, really cheap price and it'd all be in the green right now. But like I say, these are companies I'm hoping to make a nice return on. Not necessarily a quick return. Some of these will take longer. Some of these I'm not planning on holding for a long time. It really varies. At the moment, I'm playing it by ear and we're going to see what happens. But these are companies that I think will make a nice return on the share price in the future. So that's the portfolio at the moment. And as you can see, I still have quite a bit to invest. So if you have any suggestions of some potential stocks to buy, please leave them in the comments below. I have a couple in mind, but it'd be great to see your thoughts and suggestions as well. As I've said, this isn't my main portfolio. I'm going to keep this completely separate. So over time, we can see how much return on our £1,000 we can make. And if you've enjoyed watching this video, please hit the like and subscribe to my channel. It really is appreciated. And I'll probably try and do an update video on this very soon once the £1,000 has been invested. And then we can see how it gets on over time. Thanks for watching, and until next time,